this is a little unusual, but I brought a friend of mine in who I've worked with for many years. He's a brilliant writer on the show, and he's helped us out. Matt, right over there.
Hi.
And
I'm not usually here.
No. Okay. And we don't. Matt and I don't get along, but I invited him
That's
in.
why we're
Matt O'Brien.
Not that I would know.
Yeah,
No, it's all right.
But
It'll come out. Don't worry.
But Matt, we've known each other for how long? Since 2009. 07. Okay, it feels like 09, but anyway.
Yeah.
We've known each other since 2007. Every day he comes in, he wants to talk to me about Metallica. Every single day. And he plays me, he tells me what you're up to, and I appreciate it because I'm a fan as well. But I thought...
I feel like I should apologize.
It's been great. It's been great to not break common ground with Conan for almost 20 years.
No. It's been, but man, you were in New York, and you found out that Lars was going to be here today, and you flew here.
I couldn't miss it.
Well,
I couldn't miss it.
All kidding aside, thank you very much.
Thanks
That's
for
great.
being here.
Thanks for
really
coming
excited
out.
to be here.
How many shows have you been to?
62.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
pretty good.
What was your first one?
Atlanta, 93.
Okay.
So that'll be, I think it was the live shit tour.
Do you remember him?
Lakewood?
Yeah.
Or,
Lakewood Amphitheater.
Lakewood, yeah.
Lakewood Amphitheater.
Wait a minute. How
Good
did you?
memory.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
Wait a minute. How did you know that?
Lakewood Amphitheater. Yeah.
I if we go around a room and you say Atlanta or you say Louisville and you say whatever Dallas, Houston,
Dallas.
I can pretty quickly identify the venue, remember the shows, and
my God.
That's crazy.
and
Yeah.
remember the tours and stuff. Yeah,
I don't know my children's names.
Let me try one on
we
you.
can help you with that.
Antarctica.
Yeah.
Yeah, Antarctica was December 13. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's this weird. People are very generous. They call it encyclopedia. Like I often play along on that tangent. I do feel increasingly that if you put me, James, and Kirk together in the same room, we can pretty much the three of us make a whole, and we can remember all of it 100%. But I remember all the dates. So if you say, blah, blah, blah. Where were you in February 08? I can go, we were right there. We played there. We played this venue. And but Atlanta, I mean, has always been great. And Lakewood and the Omni. And
The Omni, which
the
is
Omni,
not there anymore.
right.
But what's amazing about the fact that you remember every city had an amphitheater that looked kind of the same, which was just that rake with a lawn in the back. So the fact that you remember specifically that it was called Lake, because they must all look the same from the stage.
It was a lot easier back in the day because, 20, 30 years ago when we came up, sort of the 80s and 90s, all the venues, whether they were, coliseums, auditoriums, or arenas, or the amphitheaters, they all had primarily geographical names. So if you were in, Phoenix, it was the Phoenix Municipal Auditorium.
Right.
And if you were in Atlanta, it was Lakewood, or it was the Omni, or it was attached to the CNN Center, or whatever.
Yep.
Now, when you go to all these places, every one of them is called the FedEx Building.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a
Or
corporate
the
name. Yeah.
or
Right.
the State Farm Insurance thing.
Yeah.
And so you can't kind of keep track because the naming rights of
Right.
those change every 3-5 years.
Yeah.
So you're sitting there going, did I play this before?
Yeah.
And
Before
what
a
they,
bank bought the name.
Yeah.
rights.
exactly.
No,
yeah. And so, but
I
also
saw you at the Depend Center, in Orlando, and you're just, damn it, why did they buy it?
Astroglide Arena.
God knows we've played all of them. Actually, we played to the continents thing 1 year on the Justice Tour in 88, 89. We were 46 or 47 states into it. And we realized, shit, should we go for 50? And so there was
Depends on what the other ones are.
Yeah, what were they? What
so
were the
there was
remaining ones?
there was no arena, or at least at that time, there was no arena in Delaware, and there was no arena in Vermont. So in Vermont, we played a high school gymnasium, and in
I love that.
in Delaware, we played a club, maybe a Stone Balloon or something, I think it was called, and so we ended up playing all 50 of the states because at that time, hitting Honolulu and hitting Anchorage was a fairly regular stop. Sullivan Arena up in Anchorage and NBC Arena in Honolulu were regular parts.
You know what
of
this
your tour
reminds
stops
me
in.
of? I always that Bill Wyman was famously the bass player for the Rolling Stones for a good chunk of their run.
And he was the encyclopedia. Yeah, I've heard that story.
He had
too.
an encyclopedic knowledge, but of a specific thing. Everyone would think like, "Oh my God, you were there! You were there for all these seminal moments, and you were in this amazing rock band, and you went through this incredible time." And apparently, when you read through his diaries, it's all, "We played this venue. Here's how much we got paid. Here's how much." I put in this much for the cab I took home, and then I charged this much for the dry cleaning. Then we pay. And you're like,
I've heard that story too.
Yeah, and it's over in like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pages, and you think, how about, was there a moment where Jagger irritated you?
Or should you not have been an accountant?
Or even better, was there a moment where you guys really connected as a rock and roll band to an audience?
Well, what does that have to do with how much money I got paid and how much money the cab cost? No, but his accountant was thrilled with him.